Welcome back, farming fans. We have an epic mission for this episode. I reached a decision. I couldn't decide whether I was going to, off camera, record the mesh of all of the waypoints, or whether I would do it as we went, as we kind of needed to travel somewhere. I would record the path, or whether I would just kind of do it whilst filming, but in production I will speed it up so we don't have to go through the pain. Well, I finally decided a plan. What we're going to do is I'm going to spend 5 minutes with you now just figuring out this auto route, kind of the deeper settings about it. Then we're going to go and buy a smaller vehicle, something for me to fly around the map on. And then I'm going to go and record the mesh for the entire map. And then what I'll do is I'll then, once I've finished, I'll kind of speed it all up. I'll double speed it and put some music on or something like that to make it a bit more palatable. And as I'm doing it, I'll keep an eye on the old contracts, and what I can do is if any good contracts come up, I'll stop what I'm doing and kind of pick up the contract and then go back to the mesh again. So hopefully by the end of this kind of episode, we will have the entire map fully mapped out with all of the waypoints, all of the parking spots, all of the routes. And that means that we can just kind of crack on, you know. We've got to build a financial empire here. We haven't got time to sit and watch me clicking around. So that's the goal. What I'm going to do first is just figure out a little bit more about this pathing add-on. Because when we first started way back in episode 1, we had a quick look at the settings and we set a few things up, but we didn't really go too deep. So I think it's worth, just before I crack on, having a quick look through it again. The main reason for that is because I do remember there was a way of recording two paths at the same time, one going the direction you're going and then another one going the opposite direction. And so if I can figure that out, it's going to save me a heck of a lot of time when it comes to doing the meshing that I'm going to do in a second. So anyway, let's just click through these options. There's not too many, so it's only going to take a moment. So let's just get it on with. So corner speed, slow down when you go around corners. No, let's not worry about that. Pipe offset, I don't know what that is. Distance combine, I don't know what that is. Unload fill level, I don't know what that is. Field exit for unloader, I don't know what that is. I think a lot of these things I'm not going to know what they do because I don't know anything about farming and anything about the game. So anything I don't immediately know or can figure out what it's for, I'm just going to skip. Restrict pathfinder to field, don't know. Unloader to field, don't know. Avoid fruit, don't know. Parking field, I don't know. Cycle pickup, I don't know. Automatic refueling. I think I kind of want these off for now because I don't want the AI to go tootling off and doing things without me knowing about it just yet. Ultimately, of course, we will, but right now I don't want it to. Automatic tip slide, I don't know what a tip side is, so let's not worry about that. Automatic travel covers, I don't know what that is. Auto unload position, I don't know. Unload, I don't know. Trigger distance, I don't know. Swath detection, I don't know what swathing is, so I don't know. Fold implements, auto driver, wait for implements to fold up before starting. That sounds logical. Basically, I guess the implements are the things that you're carrying around, and I've had a few incidents already, haven't I, of driving down the road and a massive thing opening and blocking the whole street up. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So that's page 1. Page 2, this looks like user settings, so scale, whatever, notifications, I changed that already to endless. Help, I turned it off already. Show next path, sounds interesting. Line height in editor mode, above tractor or ground level. Don't know what that is. Tooltips, they're on, that's fine. Markers I want on. Switch to markers, I don't know what that is. Add settings to HUD. Why not? That looks like more options. Logo personalization. I don't know what that is. Wide HUD, don't care. Sound. Oh my god. Okay. I remember how annoying clicking those waypoints is. It looks like that's gone. Scale thickness, whatever. Destination name, whatever. Custom colors. Don't care right now, I don't think. Record without driver. Auto drive will keep recording if driver leaves the vehicle. I think immediately I thought, oh my god, that would be useful. But then I suddenly thought that's probably going to be not useful because it's going to be a really rubbish viewpoint, isn't it? A really rubbish vantage from down there. You're not going to be able to see anything. Maximum detour when avoiding targets. We probably want to give it a little detour, so let's do that. If silo empty is wait, I don't know what silo really is. Auto connect start. Okay, yeah, we turned that off already. Driver wages. Okay, 100%. Collision detection. Advanced collision detection, and it also detects AI. Oh, there we go. I asked a question about that a couple of episodes ago. Does it detect cars and stuff? I think now it will. Folders we turned on already because we knew that would be a good thing to do. Maximum trigger distance, whatever. Collision height over ground, I don't know what that means. Pathfinder factor determines how far the pathfinding algorithm is allowed to search for collision-free path. Okay, well I'm not doing fruit or whatever. Bunker silo, don't know what that means. Pathfinder algorithm, leave it as default. Route manager on server, I haven't got a server. Auto start helpers. Automatically restart active helpers. That sounds like it might be useful. Record offset. Move recording from vehicle to the left or the right. Driving reverse will stop recording. I don't know what that is either. Let's just save that and go back in case it doesn't work. Okay, turning automatic. Steering angle to enable lights automatically. Okay, cool. So I guess that's the blinkers or the indicators. Beacon lights. I don't know what a beacon light is. Work light when loading, yeah. Work light bunker, yep. Hazard light, yep. Remaining drive time. For external mods, interval to calculate the remaining drive time. Okay. Well, that was fairly simple. Right, so we made a few changes there, which seemed logical. Okay, the next thing I want to figure out is the two-way route, because we have to do this massive road up here, and if I can just do that once, and it will automatically do both directions, that'll probably save me a good 10 minutes. In the GitHub page for this add-on, if anybody needs to find it, tell me and I can put it in the comments. But basically, in the GitHub page, there's something that says record 2 lines simultaneously. And it says that if I do left control, left mouse button on the record button, I will get 2 directions of travel. Oh, hang on. Oh, there's the extra options. Look, it's just turned up. Okay, I don't know what any of those mean, but yeah. So if I... where's the record button gone? Where is the record button? Which one was it? Am I going mad? Oh, there you go. So what was it? Left control and left mouse button. Record offset in opposite driving direction. Or what does that mean? Record offset in opposite driving direction. Record offset in opposite driving direction. Okay, create edit target, delete waypoint, edit selected target. What was it? Oh no, it wasn't that one. Record offset in opposite driving direction. Hang on, there was something about offsets in the menu somewhere. Record without driver. I'm sure there was something about offsets. Oh, there you go. Record offsets in driving direction. Okay. Don't know what that means. Let's just do something. Oh, wrong button. What was it? Control left mouse. Oh, there we go. Record offset in driving direction. But it's doing something now. Oh, look. Okay. Progress. We have progress. But why is the direction I'm going the wrong direction? That doesn't make any sense. Unless maybe the add-on developer is American, maybe? Record offset in driving direction. Record offset in opposite driving direction. Okay, so do we want opposite driving direction? Okay, let's try that. Okay, cool. That's done it. That is right, isn't it? So the direction I'm going is up, the backwards way is down. I probably need to make it a little bit wider. I guess I'll have to do this on the road itself, depending on how wide the road is. Hey, look at that. Okay, so now we can just drive around and do double tracks. cool. That's very cool. Okay. Funnily enough, I also saw a way of deleting waypoints quicker. Where is it? Change waypoints, delete waypoints. Delete waypoints in a scalable area. Select a waypoint, hold down Alt, and use the mouse wheel. Oh, look at that. We're cooking now, boys and girls. Oh, it didn't work. Left mouse button to delete them. Click. Cool. Okay. So that was the waypoints. There's other stuff here, isn't there, about field exits, cycle pickup. What the heck is it? Okay, I don't know what any of that means. I also now don't know what I've just clicked. What did I just click? Okay, well, I don't know what I just clicked. I'll tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to take those advanced help things off again. Where was it? Add settings to HUD. Go away. That was too scary. Okay, that's better. Okay, right. So that's a bit more add-on learning, which is good. This guy needs to go and do field 29 now. Can he just get there himself? Let's see. He can. That's handy. So while he heads over there, I want to go and see if I can find a vehicle which is cheap, obviously, and fairly speedy, so I can just zoom around. See, what I should do really is I should remap this one as well. Is this a two-way path, do you reckon, or is this a one-way path? I feel as though this is a two-way path, but if two big trucks came opposite ways, they're not going to get past each other anyway. So it may as well therefore be a one-way path, mightn't it? Yeah, we'll leave this as a one-way path. I'm just going to get this guy going, and then we'll go and see a man about a house or a car. Right, what was the shortcut to get to the shop? It was P. Yes. Okay, drivables. We want to be up here. Do we want a tractor? What the heck is that? Methane power. That looks very cool. Does it have speed? 7 miles an hour. What is that? I need speed. That's what I need. 24 miles an hour. Okay, trucks, are they faster? They're not going to be faster than a tractor, are they? Cars and bike. Now we're talking. Okay, I don't really want to spend that much. I feel as though getting a car is not going to be really very useful long term because I can't put things in it. I feel as though I should be at least sensible and get something that I can perhaps use to transport stuff. Has this got I mean, that's got a little boot. A trunk, sorry. There's no point in having 4 seats because I haven't got any friends. What's this one? Oh, that's a bit more like it. Look, it's got a bit more boot space. 3 point. Oh, look, that's the fancy tow bar to drag stuff around. That might be quite useful. Design 1, design 2. Oh, design 2 is much cooler. It's going to cost me an extra 1,000. Oh, I can write my own license plate. D-U-N. Oh, it's got to be proper. Okay, well, I'll do that later. I might as well get this tractor puller thing. I can't imagine this can pull much, but I feel as though that's going to be useful, perhaps, for dragging empty things around. It does 40 miles an hour. How much is it? Oh, they're down there. 14,600. I mean, that's like literally one contract. That's not going to be a big deal at all. Lease. Oh, look, you can borrow or lease things rather than just buy them. Is that interesting? I guess that is interesting, isn't it? Because if I need to do something as a one-off, and rather than buying a vehicle for it, I can lease it, which seems relatively cheap. I mean, I guess the lease price will be based on the price of the actual thing itself, but that's got to be cheaper than buying something for a one-off job. But anyway, I want to keep this because it might be useful. Let's do it. £14,000. Guys and girls, we have our first equipment tab. There it is. It's the first thing we bought in the game. A Sidekick RTV XG850 from Kubota. That's very cool. Very cool. Can I put the back down? Oh, hang on. What's that? I get 2 green lines. What is a green line for? Is this something I'm supposed to be doing? Green line. Oh, hang on, at the top. Oh, look. Fasten tension belt. Haha, that's cool. Oh, so I guess that proves I can put stuff in the back, because then, presumably, I need to put that over it to hold it down. The physics aren't that good, are they? If I put something in the back and then drive like a lunatic, it's not going to fall out, is it? I mean, it'd be pretty cool if it did, but I'd be surprised. Right, we're cruising. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to basically just go and drive around and build the big mesh. So what that means for you guys is that you'll get to listen to some nice music for a few minutes. I don't know how long it's going to take. If it takes too long, I'll just kind of cut it, because nobody wants to sit and watch someone do something boring. But if it's only a few minutes, then I'll probably just leave it playing, because it might be fairly interesting. So yeah, I'm going to start off by doing the double mesh route up this road. So I'll see you later. So we've just had a few minutes there going up and down. We've finished this whole main road now 2 ways. We've done 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 4. Getting to 4 was a bit of a nightmare. I couldn't really see where I was going, but I think we wired it up all right. We also had a contract finish whilst we were doing that, so we'll just collect that quickly. Money is good. And then while I've stopped, I'll just have a quick look at what else is available. We've got another mowing and we've got a cultivating. I think in the spirit of trying to get things done, I'll only take the contracts for now that I can get straight to with the pathing, so I don't have to mess around. So we'll grab that one. What was that one? That was, what was it I just took? That was cultivating. That's the one where you dig all the land up, isn't it? So we'll go and grab that quickly. Okay, did I not borrow the tools? That could be annoying. I may have just accepted it, but not actually borrowed the stuff. No, it didn't. Okay, well that was a fail. I need to abandon that one then. Sorry, buddy. I ain't got the tractor for it, mate. At least it didn't cost me anything, so that's no good. I'm not going to faff around with fertilizer right now because I've got to go and buy loads of stuff. So let's just get this mowing one doing. Oh, it's to 30. Tell you what we can do. We haven't got 32, but we've got 31, so perhaps I'll get him to there, then just accept that one. And I'll just drive him over the road quickly. I do like this tractor. It's like the Lamborghini of tractors. It's so cool. How can a tractor be sporty looking? I would have thought a tractor could look like a sports car. Let's go on the front. That needs to go on the back. I also remembered, whilst I was having dinner with my family, which is a little bit sad, I appreciate, I remembered that we have to keep checking the specials in the shop every now and then, which I haven't been doing, so I don't know how often the specials change, but I do need to check them. Where was it? It was there, wasn't it? Although, to be fair, I wouldn't know what's a good deal or not anyway, because I have no idea what anything does. Potatoes! That plants potatoes. That plants seeds for stuff, and that attaches to forage harvesters. Okay, I don't know what a forage harvester is. So anyway, okay, I'll get back to it again. That was just a little break. I'm going to now do... I'll probably do all across the bottom now, because as I'm down here anyway. So I'll get going, and then when I have another little break, I'll come say hello again. My goodness, well that was a bit of a mission. It just took me like 10 minutes to find out how to get to field 32. Jiminy crickets, that was a tough one. It was, I thought the entrance of field 32... Let me bring up the map. How do I do map thing? I thought the entrance to field 32 for that lawnmower guy was going to be here somewhere. So I took him to 31 with the intention of taking over and then just driving him across the road. But I ended up having to go all the way down there, all the way down there, all the way up there, and all the way up here to get to the entrance to the field there. That's nuts. If you own this farm, why wouldn't you just put a gate up there? That's crazy. But I guess on the flip side, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more fields on that route. It's not the end of the world, so we've made some more progress. But I didn't actually do what I intended to do, which was some of this stuff down here. So, yeah, hey-ho. We got a few bits done, but I'll get back to this car now and carry on. Bye-bye. Okay, so that was a pretty effective driving around. We've got lots done. I think now we have basically every road and every field below this main road done. So everything from 3 to 10, 16, 38, 39, oh, 39 we haven't got yet. I'll do that back on the way up. And 37 we haven't got. Okay, so I've got to do 37 and 39. But I think that was a pretty good little run. It took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. There's so many little windy roads and hidden fields. My goodness, I felt like a detective sometime trying to find my way into a field. I don't know whether it's just because I don't know how farms work, but I feel as though if some of these farms were actually like this in real life, it would be a pretty inefficient way of getting around. I mean, some of them were very, very small. And as I'm doing this one, I don't know if this is going to be the best way into the field. And then some of them, I don't think they're going to be the final kind of paths, as it were, because I think some of them can be probably a little bit more efficient. I ended up just kind of driving around and following my nose, but as I see the vehicles and as I see the map unfold, I'm sure we'll redraw some of these paths. I also think we're going to have to put some one-way systems in, because all of these blue lines that you can see that I've done, these are all two-way paths. That means traffic can come up and down. And if we get to the level of automation I'm hoping for, then there's going to be literally 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, an unknown number of vehicles all blasting around this map. And obviously if they're all going up and down two-way roads, that is not going to be good. So we may have to build some sort of one-way system where this main road is two-way and then this road is the way back and that one's the way out, or something like that. I don't know. We'll think about it. And like I say, a lot of that sort of decision making will come out in the woodwork once we kind of get to higher levels of automation. But for now, what we've done is more than enough, I think. I've undoubtedly missed some links, and I've undoubtedly missed a couple of lanes and country roads, I'm sure. So every now and then when I get a new vehicle and I click go to field blah, I'm sure every now and then it's going to say kind of error, you haven't mapped that one yet, and that's fine. That's just kind of part of the fun of it, really. But I think that was good progress. I've still got quite a lot more to do, so I'm not done yet. I was just kind of checking in with you, really. So I'm going to carry on now. The lawnmower contract finished. So actually, I'll tell you what, I'll just do that with you before I go back into fast mode. I'm just having a few issues clicking our button here. Give me a second. You need to connect down to you. No. Come on. Hello. Why can't I click you? You to you. There you go. Yeah, so a contract finished a little while ago, but I got carried away driving around beautiful Norfolk countryside. So we'll do that together now. It was a mowing contract, I believe. Yeah. And is there another one I can pick up? Field 4. Okay, I'm just going to grab that one because he should be able to find his way over there. I don't need to borrow the items. That'd be a good test, really, to see if he can find it. Field 4. Yep, perfect. He didn't fold his implements, which I thought was something that we said to do. So here's a good example, really. So he was way over here at field 32, right where I'm moving my mouse, and he needs to go to field 4. And because I've drawn the network as I have, it means that people can move between fields as well as go from kind of one place to another. Everything should be wired up. So regardless of where you are on the map, you should be able to, once I'm done, get to anywhere else. So it's pretty cool, really. I'll tell you what I will do is I'm just going to see if there's any more other easy ones that we can pick up. Well, look, this £19,000 one, I'm certainly doing that one. That's field 36, which we've just linked up, so I know he can get to that one. Oh my goodness, look at this! Holy smokes, we've got a tank! What the heck? This can't be a real tractor. They don't have tractors like this, do they? Oh my goodness. The only thing is missing is a massive turret out the front. Look at that. A tracked tractor. That's incredible. If I saw this in real life, I would instantly want to be a farmer. How cool is that? I want to see inside. Oh, jump up. That's like a limousine. 2 seats. I bet it's got like air conditioning. It's got sat-nav on the roof. That is very cool. What brand is it? Quad Track 715, a Case 2 Steiger. I am loving that, but that costs a lot of money. Jeepers. Oh, hang on, it's a bit funny to reverse. There we go. That tractor is epic. If I could drive one of them, I'd be a farmer. No problems. Where's he going? He's going to 36. You should be able to get there without me. Yeah, perfect. I'm so jealous of that tractor. I wonder how fast it goes. Guess I'll find out in a minute. Was there another cultivating contract that's worth doing? Field 8. I haven't mapped out field 8 yet, so I can't be bothered with that. Field 22. I may as well grab that one quickly. Another one! Oh my goodness! What is going on with these tractors? Are these actual real tractors? Do they actually look like that in real life? I have never seen a tractor with a track like a tank. Look at the size of its nose. Maybe that's a turret, it's not actually a nose. It's got like a staircase. These are epic. My goodness. Alright. Before I get carried away, I'm just going to drive my tank. It actually drives like a tank as well. love it. That's so cool. Right, where do you need to go? You need to go to 22, my man. Don't kill anyone on the way there, you crazy tractor. Cultivating, that's the one I couldn't do. Fertilizing, I'm not going to do now, and I'm not going to do spraying now. And I haven't done a bale wrapping at all yet, so I don't know what that is. Okay, I'm going to disappear again and do some more mapping. I should be able to finish that this session, so it's a good job done. So I shall be back in a few minutes.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.
Okay, it looks like we've had our first autopilot error. I was just checking around how the guys are getting on, and for a start, I found this guy stuck in a tree up here, stuck on a fence, sorry. And then I tabbed and I found this guy is actually crashed into our own house, which is quite funny. The lay-by, look, the fencing on our lay-by has caused him an issue. So I need to move the routing away from the side of the road a little bit, I think. The guy was a bit too wide. And now there's also been another form of car accident. Everything's going wrong. Ah. There's a red thing under there, I need to try and move it. So that was funny. I was just checking in and then he crashed on our own lay-by. I thought that was quite comical. He's supposed to be going to 36. Should be okay now. Okay, back to it. I just thought that was funny. Where are you going, pal? Why are you trying to go that way? 36 is behind you. Excuse me. You don't want to be going that way. I need to try and reverse a tank. How does that work? Come on, I'll give you another clue. It's down this road, mate. It's down this road, pal. I think, unless I'm wrong. No, it's down this way. Get back to work. There we go. Okay, back to the grind. That was quite funny. Okay, I seem to have had my first IRL crash. Well, not IRL, but driving it myself. I tried to jump over the hedge and I stacked it on landing. So I don't know if there's going to be a way of getting out of this. Oh, nice. Made it. Okay, back to it. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, my goodness, what a mission that was. Oof. But I think we've done it. I'm pretty sure we've just meshed out the whole of this map. Oh, I feel like I haven't moved my body in 2 hours. Well, I haven't, so it's probably quite true. Yeah, we've done it, everyone. So we've now officially, I think, have a waypoint in every field, and every field can reach every other field fully automatically. So yeah, I think that was pretty epic. If you were watching, well, if you were watching, you're absolutely mad. But if you happen to be watching, then you may have seen me draw other entrances and exits into fields. And I just did that in case it's a large field. So take, for example, this field 42. So let's imagine this is the main entrance and exit here, right? But let's say the vehicle is finishing his job over here. And then let's also say that he now needs to go to field 44. I did another exit over here probably, or at least one over here or something like that. So rather than him having to go to there and drive all the way round to get to 44, he'll be able to find the nearest waypoint to go up to the north and then come south again. So I did a few of them. I will be doing many more as we progress the series, because it's just efficient, right? So you only want one entrance, but you should have many, many exits because it's just a quicker way of getting around. So that's good. The other consideration I had is that we've got these two kind of main highways, if you like. They run north-south. They are dual lined, so you can go up and down. But every other road in the entire map, I've made two-way and single track. And I mentioned it maybe this episode or the previous episode, but that's okay right now. But once automated traffic increases, that will cause a problem, because a vehicle, let's say this road, for example, a vehicle can come this way and it can go that way. And the likelihood of having a head-to-head blockage is pretty slim right now. But when we've got 10, 15, 20, 30, 50, 100, I don't know, however many we get up to vehicles running around the map, that's really quite likely to happen. So ultimately, at some point, I'm going to have to think about this and do a one-way system. So traffic can only go one way down these tracks, and I'm just going to have to start studying the map a little bit and thinking of efficient routes. The thing that adds complexity, which will cause problems later, is that not all of the little roads, or I guess they are, I don't think all of the roads are really marked. But actually, now that I've zoomed in, it might well be. So all of these are little tracks, and I've put pathing down most of them, and all of these are little tracks, and up here's a little track. So you might find the one-way system, it's not going to be too big of a deal because they're just like little one-way blocks rather than huge one-way roads. the shorter the one-way system, the better, obviously, because the less out of the way a vehicle has to go. If this road was one way and you could only go eastward on this road, if a vehicle is here and needs to go to 10, he'll have to maybe have to drive all the way up there to take that westward road. But actually, if these individual blocks were one-way systems, he might be able to go up that way, or he might be able to go up that way, or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So yeah, that's great. The mesh is done. I've undoubtedly missed some junctions, and I've undoubtedly missed some linkages. So every now and then when I click go on a vehicle to go to a certain field, it will absolutely say it can't get there because it's missing a link. And that's fine. That's just part of the fun of it, really. So there will be a matter of kind of debugging, if you like, and seeing where I've missed things. But I think I've done a pretty good job for now. So I think we're organized. So I'm happy with that. So from now on, we can really get into the nuts and bolts of this automation piece, because now I don't have to worry about driving. I don't have to worry about moving vehicles around. I now just have to worry about building the old financial empire, as it were, which is exciting. I did a couple of contracts while I was driving around. Nothing too serious. I just did a couple of cultivating ones, I think, and maybe a mowing one. It was only 10 or 15,000 pounds or something. I have just noticed another cultivating one pop up, which I'm just going to grab as I'm talking to you. So, yeah, sadly, probably a bit of a boring episode, but it was an important episode nonetheless. And it took me a long while. It took me about 2 hours. I'll speed it up and I'll cut and all that sort of magic as much as I can. But it's a one-time of the series deal, right? So you have to do this whenever you build out a new automation map, regardless of what the game is and regardless of the kind of the end game goals. So it was inevitable that I'd have to do it at some point. And I'm actually genuinely quite pleased that it's done now, because I don't have to do it again, and I can really get into the fun of it, as it were. So a good job done, and I'm happy about that. Look how many fields I did. So all of these ones in the default section are all fields that I've just done. Oh, hang on, I parked my car in the way. Let me just move him out of the way. So yeah, so I'm going to end the episode now there. I'm really happy. I need a stiff drink, and I need to step away from my screen for a few moments. So I'm going to stop now, and the next episode is going to be epic, because now we have no excuses. Now we need to start the real game. We need to start building industry. We need to start automating every single part of this map. So buckle up. The fun starts now, and I shall catch you all very soon. Goodbye for now.